Okie dokie, folks. Welcome to Motif TV. My name is John Fuzek. I write the Roots Report for Motif Magazine. Today we have Lisa Couto and Ray Cooke. Lisa is a two-time Motif Award winner, and Ray is a one-time Motif Award winner. Lisa has just released a new CD called Not Going Under, and Ray put out a CD last year called Good Life, and together they worked on this new CD by Lisa, Not Going Under. We're going to talk to them today about this new CD, and they're going to give us a performance of one of the songs in there. So let's talk to Lisa and Ray. Tell me about the CD. I listened to it and I was very impressed, and it's actually probably one of the best locally produced CDs I've heard in a long time.
Thank you.
And it's really well done.
Well, actually, Ray and I produced it with the studio engineer.
Where was it done?
Signature Sounds in Pomfret, Connecticut. Mark Thayer is the studio engineer there, and he produces a lot of acts that we like. He's recorded a lot of acts that we like. It gets a really nice organic sound there. But we just put a lot of production elbow grease. Ray came up with a lot of the ideas. We hired some musicians, and we were looking just to get a nice atmosphere for the songs.
How long did you work on this project?
About a year. So last year, right around this time, we went in with some good friends of mine, Vinny Pagano and Jesse Bastos. Vinny plays
violin.
Vinny actually plays drums with John Allmark.
Okay.
And Jesse Bastos is a really well-known bass player from just around. He's played with the G-Fish, and he's just been around forever. And we laid the tracks down with the band, and then we said, oh gee, we want to add other instruments. So that was a little slow in coming. I found a 16-year-old violinist named Daisy Castro, who's just a phenom, and she put violin and cello on the album. And then we used Joe Mayo for sax, and Ray plays all the baritone, electric guitar.
Yeah, I heard the baritone on one of the songs. It sounded pretty cool.
That was Mark's idea. Mark is, I would say, an engineering genius when it comes to putting stuff together in the studio. He's really unknown.
Yeah.
Doesn't Signature used to be a record label too?
Yeah, Signature Sounds is a label, and they're more up in northern Mass. And the studio and the label used to be together, and now I think they might be working more independently now, but still a lot of the same artists cycle through. But the label is separate, and they generally produce more folk material.
Mm-hmm.
Where I think that this material, while it has folk elements, is probably a little bit more acoustic rock or maybe a little folk pop.
Well, your background, your band, Most People, was it?
Yeah.
Most People. You put out 2-3 CDs with them?
I put two CDs out with them.
And you had more of a funky soul sound,
Yeah, right. And that's really my background.
Right.
I love.
Well, you can tell you have a vocal style like Alicia Keys, or
Yeah.
You've got that very vocal style where you can really play with the notes a lot while you're singing.
Thank you. Yeah, and I think as I've gotten older, I realize that now the song is really what you're trying to portray and what you've written in the song, and what you're trying to portray for the atmosphere of the song is more important than I can do a lot of vocal gymnastics.
Yeah, this is vocal aerobics.
Yeah. But I come from a dance music background, and actually switching to more of a singer-songwriter type of scenario was something I consciously chose, and it kind of put me at a disadvantage because I know I could do the other. I could get up in front of a band and sing and get a crowd on the dance floor. This was more of a challenge for me to just sit with a guitar and write songs.
Now, did you write all of the songs by yourself, or did you co-write with Ray on these songs?
Primarily, they were written by me, and then Ray and I co-wrote. Ray has his own track on the album, and there's a couple of songs that I had co-written with other people.
Who did you write with?
Jim Wright, who there's a track called Beauty on the album. Jim Wright was in my band Most People,
Okay.
And Beauty he and I had put together.
Yeah, I think
prior.
I remember that song
from a prior CD, yeah. And Nicole Albello actually was a foster child of mine, a foster teen, and she writes a book of poems. She wrote a book of poems, and there's a track on the CD called Drop a Line where we took her poem and turned it into a song. So she's a co-writer on.
How old is she?
She's 20 now.
Oh, she's 20 now.
Yeah, she actually loves to write poems, and I was kind of teaching her how to put a song to music. And it actually ended up being a pretty cool track, like from the perspective of a teenager.
So, Not Going Under, what made you choose that as the title track?
I actually, like the way the song came out.
Oh, I like the song
Yeah.
a lot. It's got a, it's kind of an upbeat, kind of up-tempo song. It's really got a good groove to it.
And the message of it, I think Ray gets it too, is the song is about just staying above, staying positive, and not letting life necessarily like bring you down.
I thought it was a song about addiction.
Well,
Drugs, alcohol.
I'm sensing a little communication error here.
now you're throwing in a
Actually, I'm kidding. It's
No.
all one and the same.
Yeah.
When you talk about going under, you could be addicted to
Right.
drugs, alcohol, sex, depression. It's all about just keeping your head above water in so many different ways. And it really does come across as a positive view.
Now, you two have a duet on here. Did you co-write the duet?
Well, originally I came up with the idea in her house, just playing, jamming, that's what I like to do. And I come up with the original verse part, and then she writ everything she sings, she wrote. And then I came up with the original body of the tune, but then there was a bridge that we created, actually Lisa created a little while ago. And we kind of made a song out of it, a little more complete.
Now, which song is that?
That's called Hey Elsie.
Is that the one you performed at the Round Square Festival?
Mm-hmm.
Right. And that's the one you're going to perform for us tonight.
Yep.
All right, so we're going to go right to Lisa and Ray performing Elsie.
Yep.
Okay. Lisa Couto and Ray Cooke.
What do I do